Trevor, the traction engine, was feeling ill. He couldn't breathe properly and struggled to do his jobs. His owner, the vicar, noticed this and so decided to look him over.
"Your boiler needs mending," he said finally. "I could send you to the works, but I can't afford the cost at present."
Trevor sighed. "I see. It's a shame that something surprising can't happen." But he spoke too soon. The vicarage telephone rang next morning, and after answering it, the vicar walked up to Trevor.
"You may be a bit under the weather, but you can surely handle this."
Trevor listened.
"A farmer has a few trees down and needs you to saw them up for him."
So when his fire was lit and he made lots of steam, Trevor chuffed off to the farm. He soon got to work towing away the fallen trees.
Steady, Trevor. Easy. You're good. Good work.
Then the workman attached his flywheel to a saw to cut the trees into logs. Thomas had to stop at a signal close to the field. "Oh, hello, Thomas. I haven't seen you in a while." "Likewise, Trevor," agreed Thomas. "The bridge on my branch line is being repaired, and since I'm too heavy to go across it, I've been sent to Edward's branch." "That's good," smiled Trevor. "I hope it gets fixed soon." "You and me both. Anyway, Trevor, I must be off. It's nice seeing you again." "Goodbye, Thomas." Thomas soon arrived at the docks to find Bill and Ben shunting trucks with a tarpaulin over them. "Why are the trucks covered?" he asked. "To keep the clay dry, silly," Bill chuckled. "These are specially made for when carrying china clay, you see. The men sometimes call them hoods or tents." "And what if the clay's wet?" "It will become useless or be put in tanks," added Ben. Thomas was impressed, and so when he saw Trevor again, he told him all about the trucks. "It's very interesting, Thomas, but they're simply trucks to me. Besides, I'd much prefer pulling my cart to the fair than pull those." Thomas understood and puffed away with his coaches. Later, Edward was returning with empty trucks. As he passed the field where Trevor was working, he felt the track wobble underneath him. "Strange, that feels like a loose rail," he thought. "I'd better tell the maintenance gang." When Edward puffed into the docks, he exchanged the empties for full ones, but he couldn't see the maintenance gang anywhere. "Oh, bother," he said. "They must have been called away. Oh, never mind. I bet it will be strong enough for me in the trucks." Meanwhile, Trevor was dozing in the sun, but he awoke suddenly when he heard Edward coming back. He gave the blue engine a cheerful whistle. As he did so, the train began to shudder and jump around to where Edward felt the bump. A truck wheels jammed, and with a loud crack, a coupling broke. The last few trucks rolled, bumped, and then stopped. The guard jumped down and blew his whistle. Edward was too far away to hear him or realise what had happened, but Trevor was close to the brake van. He saw the derailed truck and heard the whistle. "Stop, Edward! Stop!" he whistled in horror. "You've left your tail behind!" "It's Trevor!" cried Edward. "What's wrong?" "I don't know, but we must stop and find out," said the driver, and slowly eased Edward to a standstill. The driver looked back and mopped his face. "Phew! It's not Trevor, it's us, Edward." "Oh dear." The guard put detonators on the track as Edward backed the other trucks carefully down. Luckily, the truck wasn't badly damaged, and so they got it back on the rails by a jack and put on a siding out of the way. "Thank you, Trevor," thanked Edward. "I don't know what we'd do without you." "That's all right, Edward. That's what friends are for." That evening, Trevor went home to find a surprise waiting for him. Thomas was standing near Trevor's shed with the Fat Controller.
"Edward told me what you did today, Trevor, and I am very pleased with you. As a reward, you will go to the works to have your boiler mended. And don't you worry, Reverence, I will deal with the cost."
The vicar sighed with relief. "Oh, sir, thank you, sir," said Trevor. That would be lovely.